They did it again. They brought me to tears again because that is just so beautiful. Oh my goodness, welcome answers, or welcome back answers. Welcome everybody, or welcome back everybody to the channel. My name is Matt. I am clearly an old man, as you can now see on the screen, and I enjoy K-pop. And this comeback season has already been pretty fantastic, with a couple of great albums from Baby Monster and Billy. And I'm looking forward to this new album from NMIXX as well. Hopefully, the level of everything song-wise will be on the same par as Crescendo, because I was absolutely blown away by Crescendo. That is art. Will tell you that I will pause videos sometimes. I will talk over videos sometimes. I may even play into this thing sometimes to figure out what I'm hearing. Hope that's for you, but if it's not, I really appreciate you giving the video a shot up to this point. I really don't want to wait any further. Let me make sure that I've got captions on. Yes, I have captions on. Here we go. Heavy Serenade, the title track from the same named EP. Let's check it out. Is that part of the song? Oh, here we go. So far it's got a sound that's very artistic, like Crescendo, kind of experimental. Whoa! Oh, that's beautiful. I really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they're all there. I want to go over that progression real quick, just in my own head. Sounded like most of it was E to G sharp 7. To a C minor, to an A, or an A minor 6. It sounded like it kind of varied between the two of those. And then that last part was, I guess it was Cillian, was beautifully chromatic. Just absolutely magnificent. I'm putting the chords over my head for those of you keeping score at home. This so far is blowing me away. Minor, okay. It's a lot more upbeat than I thought it would be after Crescendo. They just... Okay, can I just say this? You're in the key of E, right? That little post-chorus part started on a B flat, which is not part of the key. In fact, it's as far away from the key as you can get, because it is a what we call a tritone. It is 6 half steps away. And then this note is the 6th note. And it doesn't matter which way you go. There's only 12 notes in the scale. So it's what we call a tritone. And they did like a, almost kind of like an F sharp 7 over B flat, or you could call it a B flat minor 7 flat 5. To an A, to an E over G sharp. And then I love that, it was almost like a, almost like an A minor B C. That's just beautiful. Wait a minute. Who is that? I mean, I know that I'm not good with member names, but I don't recognize them.
Pull up, I can't breathe. I'm ready to make it. I got it
I love how this. Whoa. Wow. Who is that? Like, just an actress for the... Oh, is that the way the song ends? They did it again. They brought me to tears again because that is just so beautiful. I have no idea what was happening in that bridge, to be perfectly honest, but I know that the line was chromatic. I will have to transcribe after I get done with this video. I have several questions. One, who is that person? Two, and let me know if you know who that is in the comments, because I don't know famous people. Maybe it's a famous person. Or maybe, second question is, how can love be that intense? That's amazing. That's an amazing kind of interpretation of what love is. It's a beautiful chord progression, which brings me to my last question, which is, what the heck is in the water that they're drinking over at JYP? And can I have some, please? Actually, that's two questions. Because please, please, please let this be successful. The whole industry needs to come towards this rather than playing Sly and the Family Stone in every other song. Wow. Okay. Sorry. I am a chord snob if you're your first time here. And sometimes I get a little frustrated by repetitive chord progressions. That was one of the most interesting things I've heard, like ever, in any song. The octaves of that melody, and it's, the melodies are simple. The chords aren't complex, but it's the way that it's all put together that's just insane to me. insanely good. Like I said, whatever is in the water over at JYP, can they ship a bottle of it over to me so that I can be that creative? Beautifully done. Okay. That's 2 of the songs. We're going to check out at least one more. And I am just using the straight play list from NMIXX because I want the best audio quality. That's what's always most important to me. So sorry that there's no lyric videos or anything. Plus it's early. I don't know how many lyric videos are out there because I am recording this on a Monday, even though I know you're getting it on a Wednesday. Sorry for the delay. All right. I got to take a deep breath and go on to the next song. I Deserve It. Okay. Woo! It already sounded. There's a lot of noise mixtures in these songs. This is very next level stuff for me. I'm not a big fan of experimental. In fact, one of my favorite groups in K-pop ever is Red Velvet. And when they do experimental stuff, it's often kind of hit and miss for me. But this is so well crafted. Wow. Okay, here we go. I Deserve It, I guess is the title. Oh. Oh, that pocket. Oh, and they put the distortion on the voice too. Okay, F sharp. So that pre-chorus, oh my gosh. A D chord? To a C minor maybe? And then this, a B over D sharp. Yeah, so. Or maybe even a D sharp minor 7 flat 5. They're going crazy with the chords on these things. They're just saying, hey, if this melody works underneath this chord, let's just try this chord. I'm blown away. And I love the pocket of the drums. What do I mean by pocket? I mean the way it feels in time. The snare is just slightly behind the beat. Anytime you put the snare it's something you'd have to see on the grid, but it's just enough. Most touring musicians and good players can feel the difference. And what that does is it creates a big pocket, which means that it actually helps everything. It helps propel you to move your head or to dip your shoulders or whatever it is you do to express beat, because it feels easier to do so. You would think that things being on the grid would make it easier because then it's a steady tempo to keep up to. And it is a steady tempo. Those snare hits are being placed almost in the exact same spot every time, but it's where it's placed directly in relation to beat 2 or beat 4 that really makes that feel huge. Plus kind of the pumping of the bass sound. This is sweet, man. Those triadic chords, fourths, stacked in fourths. Ah. Oh, not that time. Okay, now I get it. So D major to C sharp minor, but quickly to F sharp minor, and then that makes it. Yeah, I think that's the chord. I'll have put it over my head, man. All the bass is moving a lot of times chromatically. Smooth bass leading. You have no idea how much of a musical effect that has, rather than just straight going from a D to a D to the F sharp. I think the inversion of the chord that would be root position would be a B. But that creates a lot of jumping around. And instead, the bass player can essentially stay on the C sharp if they want to. That kind of movement always makes chords feel bigger. When you don't put the bass note in the chord, it makes all of the chords feel bigger. Oh. Okay, so the bass is doing that. But the chord is like an E7 sus. And then resolving to an A major 7. And the vocals are what's creating more of the chord. The keys are kind of staying out of the way of the changes of it. And the keys are just laying an extra splash of color on top. Oh my goodness. I gotta hear that again. Sorry. This is art, man. What, folks, help me out, you folks who have been around K-pop more, because I don't usually pay attention to awards or anything. But what's kind of like the Korean equivalent of a Grammy? I mean, can we just give it to him now? Up until this point, Irene's biggest fan was my album of the year, and I think it's an absolutely extraordinary album. But it's nowhere in the league of this one. And that's just 3 songs. I'm halfway through the list, right? Crescendo, Heavy Serenade, I Deserve It. Yeah, they deserve all the awards. What a beautiful song. Okay, I'm going to do one more, and then we'll break for the last 2 in the next video. So what do we got? Different Girl. Same key, sounds like. F sharp minor. Oh, they're doing the speed up thing. What is that turn? Okay, so they're in F sharp minor or A major. I love the voicing of that chord. Was that an 11 chord? Yeah, they ended on the A, but it didn't sound like they did a regular 2/5 to get there. They're just pulling out all the stops, man. That's just like a C minor to an F7. Yeah. Ooh, F sharp, C sharp, D. Oh, I probably ought to turn those off. That's just gorgeous. Walk up from the 2 to the 3/7 to the 4. What a nice surprise. Right, so just B minor. I think they went to an actually a C sharp 7 to a D to, I think it was an E7 sus, which had that sound in it, but also had this sound in it, which makes everything feel like it's not quite complete. Then they repeat it, but that last chord was a C sharp 7 sus. That last chord was on an unexpected chord. I'll have the proper voicing, hopefully, when I transcribe this thing. I am thrown off by how good this is. C sharp, D, E, D, and back down to C sharp 7. That's a fantastic resolution. So unexpected. I love the way everything breaks down. They're making everything so musical. They don't just keep everything at the same thing and just keep adding things on. They make it dynamic. They create, even though, look, we compress our music these days so that they'll fit on YouTube and everything, or play on YouTube at a loud volume level. So you don't really experience actual dynamics unless it's recorded and just put up that way. But these producers are creating dynamics with the way that they put things in and take it away. And good producers do that all across every industry now, because we have to, because it's the only way you can do it, because everything gets mixed and mastered to where it's crunched down so much, and then they normalize it, and so everything's, sitting right at about -1 dB most of the time. This, you experience the different flows of the music simply by what they take away and what they leave. 어딘가 빨려들지 Satellite처럼 난 널 따라 swing 내 어떤 네 우주에서 당연한 듯 받아들여져 So I fell in love Different girl 때론 alien 아님 dino 뭐가 되건 Be my bestie Take it or take it Or can I take it No one tangled up I love that chord. Okay, that's going to have to be the end for this particular video, and then I will pick up the next two songs in the next one, which I don't even know what the titles are yet. I don't know. I'm going to have to check out lyric videos of these at some point on my own time, obviously, because these are such powerful songs, and the lyrics in Crescendo and in Heavy Serenade were just as intense as the music. So I wonder if this whole album, I mean, I obviously can understand some of the English bits, but wow. Okay, I'm not going to waste any more time. I gotta get this recording finished so I can start the next one and get into this, because I cannot wait for this to listen to the rest of this album. This is incredible. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave it a like. If you want to subscribe, nobody around here is going to shun you for it. I also have a Patreon. Link is in the description. Take care. And man, please let the rest of this album be as good as everything I've heard so far. Everything I've heard so far is gold. Bye.